Welcome to TradeTheMBI.com. This is John. This report is for the 19th, and well, we're pretty much going nowhere still, though we have completely moved into literally oversold area. Problem we've got here is that we're just stuck with our orange caught in the middle of this, which means continuation, but could see a little bit more activity with steel moving across to the upside of the cyan, if that can take place. Still pretty high short interest, so it won't take much to create a little bit of short cover rally should things start to get going. We're still seeing shakeout flat to declining. It looks like there's a slight improvement starting, but it's early, and we got a pre-market that's slightly up, but we're pretty much holding on. I mean, there really isn't any new impetus to change anything. I believe that they're feeling like they've squelched any possibilities of Marie Le Pen. At least they're in their belief. They've done just about everything they can, from Facebook block to, allowing foreign residents to vote twice by sending out double the ballots and stuff. So they feel pretty comfortable, I think, in that particular situation. Though it could be a surprise shocker. It also has created a good move in the euro, which is a bonus for the market itself. The NQ obviously doing better than the S&P and holding well inside of the EBM values here and above the green level, which is a little bit better than the ES, which is just below that fractional point. And here was that euro move. It's just been, and we caught it off of the dip down here, but we didn't expect it to have a sustainable leg like this move did right over here. So we get the brief bounce. We'll follow the shakeout as it goes and see how that plays out going. And we've already had a positive extreme with it. Not surprising off of a lead breakout, but right back in the exact zone that we expected. And you're actually starting to make a series of higher lows if you really look at this from a trend line standpoint. So there's definitely been a basing and improvement. Now, of course, that could all change. So should something go awry, only a week away. The big surprise of this is the flight to safety, and the move for TLT continues to grow. I mean, we had the buy, just is it sustainable? Just seems so erratic. I mean, this is a huge deflationary bet. Pretty astronomical when you think about it. And of course, as we mentioned before, the nice spike in oil, as well as it was, they found out there are massive excesses of gasoline inventories. What a shock. And of course, like we said, gold is going to continue to defy any practical logic. And then here we go from our intraday standpoint. It was quite interesting because we started out with the peak. We ended up with our orange, moving above that 13.5, which is something we always like to look for, and beautiful reaction from it. Happened again right here at the peak move on the midday, and led to new lows. And then we shot up again. Didn't quite get there, and look at, lo and behold, we stayed up. So that 50% became a key point. So from the zero going through on the retrace, 50% once above, and then it's held up pretty well to that right now, and slightly above in pre-market. So I think overall we've got the makings of what is an oversold. I don't know that we're quite there yet. We may be a few days off of it. May take us to the end of month trade potentially, but intraday swings have been improving, which is a good sign that people are returning back from holiday, and we're going to get that late spring sell in May and go away kind of concept, which I don't really think is all that practical anymore, because money needs to be made all the time. And in this particular case, we're sort of flat going through. I mean, if we go back and look at from the beginning of the year, got to shrink this just a fraction more to get our little white line. We're still looking pretty good from the initial open, 42. So, I mean, from a gain standpoint, done all right. Nothing spectacular, but nothing to complain about. So, we'll see. I think the question is going to be, once Congress comes back, if there's going to be a deal of any kind on healthcare. You haven't heard anything about it, nor taxes. That hasn't stopped, though, the deregulation setup going on, and that is a net positive for the market in general. It's just not the exuberant positive that a lot of people were looking for. So, day by day. As always, though, look for me on the Skype chat. Trade well.